Here's an example from 9.4 where we're determining the volume of a shaded region. So look carefully at your drawing. It looks like we have, first of all, a prism, and the bases on that prism are trapezoids. So we have a trapezoidal prism, and then if you look, we have another prism that's been cut out of that trapezoidal prism, and it has bases that are triangles. Maybe that'll help you see that one a little bit better. So what we want to do is take the volume of the trapezoidal prism, and then we're going to cut out and take away the triangular prism. So let's identify, first of all, to find the volume of the trapezoidal prism. We'll need to find this capital B represents the area of the base, area of one of the bases, there are two trapezoids, times the height of the prism. So the height of the prism is that 14 feet. That's the distance between the two bases here. Okay, so to find the area of the trapezoid, which is the area of the base, recall that the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 the height of the trapezoid. Now make sure that that height is the height of the trapezoid. It's not referring to the height of the prism. So we'll want the height of the trapezoid times base 1 plus base 2 of the trapezoid. So everything that was written here in blue is finding the area of the base, the area of the trapezoid. And then we'll multiply that by the height of the prism. Okay, so what we have here, and if it helps you to make another drawing where you just have the trapezoid, the trapezoidal prism, here we've got the height of the trapezoid was given as 5 feet, and then we have a base that was 3 feet, and then also given in this other trapezoid we have the other base is 6 feet. So to find the area of just the base, that would be 1/2 the height of the trapezoid times the sum of the two bases of the trapezoid, 3 plus 6, times the height of that prism, which we said was 14 feet. Okay, and you can do that in your calculator. What I typically do is, if I can find half of an even number, since I'm multiplying 1/2, 1/2 times 14 is 7, and then 7 times the 5 gives me 35, and I'm left with 35 times 3 plus 6, which is 9. So 35 times 9 would give me 315 cubic feet. As we're finding volume, our units will end up being cubic. Okay, here's just another statement for you. The trapezoid, we said, was the base of the prism. There are two identical trapezoids. The prism would have two congruent bases. Now let's subtract from that the triangular prism. So I'm going to draw that. It'll be poor, I'm sure. But as I go to just separate that out, that looks kind of like it. When we find the volume of that triangular prism, we're going to need the area of its base, which would be a triangle, and then its height as well. The height of the prism will be 14. Okay, so to find the area of that triangle, the triangle had a base of 3 and a height of 5 was given. So the area of the base, which is the area of the triangle, would be 1/2 the triangle's base times its height, times the height of the prism. So that would be 1/2 3 times the height of 5 of the triangle times the height of the prism, which was 14. So as I look at this, I see half of 14 is 7, and then 3 times 5 is 15. So 7 times 15 would give you 105 cubic feet. So now we take the volume of the trapezoidal prism and subtract from it the volume of the triangular prism. And what I would have left would be 315 minus 105 gives me 210 cubic feet